Alright, so here's a real short video. This is May the 6th, 2011. Got a little mulch here to be spread. That over there is a crown of thorns, and then some pots just to be used there. I can never remember what that tree is there. Behind that tree is a red maple, which I've got to find a spot for that and plant that. And it's just sitting there in that pot. And then I've got several crepe myrtles sitting around, 4 of them. Got all those from Tony. And then I've got some lemon trees that I planted from lemons from seeds from lemons that I just squeezed. I just kept the seeds from some lemons that I squeezed and just planted those. Those are lemon trees there. And then just some ground cover in that pot there. And then here's my garden this year. It's a little different than in the years past. So I've got several things going on, a couple plants I haven't planted yet, and I'm actually thinking about doing container plants for those. Those are, one's a bell pepper, a green bell pepper, and one's I think like an orange bell pepper. And then I've got some long neck squash and some cucumber. Those are on the inside here, right there, and those will vine over, and I'll have them actually run up this trellis right here, and then I'll just be able to pick it right off of that from hanging. The big ferny stuff in the background, that's asparagus, and this is the second year for the asparagus. I'm not supposed to start harvesting that till year 3, and it's doing pretty good. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different tomato plants in here. I've got a different variety from Better Boy here to a couple Beef Masters, 1 big beef, actually 2 big beef together, and then this Beef Master here, and then a Celebrity tomato. Some have cores like the Better Boy and some do not. And then I went ahead and planted a set of purple onions there, and they're doing really well. I got some irises given to us by the neighbor and by Joe and Ann Hale, and then this crabapple tree right here has just shot up. It's incredible. Over the last year, just tripled in size over the last year, just in a year's time. So it's doing really good. Then right here, I don't remember which one this is. This is either a Mars grape or a Thompson seedless. Both are seedless, but that's what that's doing, and it's growing. It was growing pretty quick. Hopefully we'll get some height out of it this year, and there's a wire trellis on the fence. We'll get it to climb on that trellis. And then this is a McIntosh apple, and you can see the apples right on this tree. I'll just kind of move in here kind of close, but we've got all kinds of apples just growing on this McIntosh. And this is only its second year here. Actually, it's the first year I've had it. I bought it at the end of the year last year, and it's the first year I've had it. Then I've got 3 different pots in the yard here. You can see just in the yard 3 different tomato plants, and I'm kind of comparing them. 1 was bought at Walmart, and 2 at Home Depot. And truth of the matter is, the Home Depot tomato plants are doing a whole lot better than the Walmart plant is, but that just may be circumstance. There's some circumstance behind it. And then here's a tomato plant I bought at a local place, C&C Gardens, here in Hernando, Mississippi, and I bought it about that height. It's grown just a little bit, but we've had some significant cold weather since I bought it, so it hadn't grown a lot. But these tomatoes were not on it when I bought it. You can see it. But again, I bought it as a pretty mature plant, and it's got 4 tomatoes on it, so they were already obviously pollinated, and they're growing. I've got some more buds coming in, so hopefully those will get pollinated. So currently I've got 4 tomatoes on that plant. And then over here I've got a peach tree. Actually, this is my second peach tree. I had to replace my first one. It just died, primarily from cold weather. And I've got about 6 or 7 peaches on this peach tree this year. And again, it's just been in the ground a month or so. But those peaches were on the tree when I brought it home. It's nothing that I did. But I've tried to take real good care of it to keep those peaches. I've sprayed it a few times and just trying to take good care of it. And then this tree over here is my plum tree, and we had a real early warm, and then it got cold, and then another warm, and then it got cold again, and the blossoms popped out on that thing and basically were just froze off, so there's no fruit on it at all. It survived, whereas my peach tree didn't. Again, another crepe myrtle. This is another crabapple over here in this corner, and it's doing well. I actually got both the crabapples from Arbor Tree Foundation or Arbor Foundation or whatever it is. And this tree has actually doubled in size just this spring, just since this spring. It's probably about 4 foot tall now, and like I said, it's doubled in size. And this is that other grapevine, and it's doing real good. They're both doing really good compared to last year. They're just really taking off. So hopefully they'll really grow all season, and I'm hopeful that I'll even get some grapes off them. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe not though, because I think I was supposed to have blossoms already on it, and I haven't seen any blossoms on it at all. So we'll have to wait and see. And then another crepe myrtle right here, and then this bush right here, or plant, whatever you want to call it. I didn't plant, it just started, it just grew. It started after we got here. It is just covered up with buds, and it's, best I understand, it is a rambling rose, and it produces a pink rose, and for a very short period of time. But it's got hundreds of buds on it. You can see all these rose buds on it, just hundreds of them, and they're starting to come out. You can see here they're starting to come out. It's kind of dark. There's no sun on this right now, so but I'll just kind of move in close with the deal, and it runs all the way. I mean, this is a crazy bush. I mean, it's crazy. It just goes everywhere, and I guess that's where it gets its name, Rambling Rose. And then to the right of those, I've got blackberry bushes, and I've got 4 different varieties of blackberry bushes. I've got, I don't remember which is which, to be honest with you, except for this one. This is my only thorned blackberry bush right here, and that's a triple crown. We've had some pretty strong winds here in this area of Mississippi, and it's taken a toll a little bit on these blackberry bushes that I've had strapped to this trellis I've put up. But that's a triple crown, and then I've got a Navajo and Arapaho. I believe that's an Arapaho, and this one might be an Arapaho, and then this one might be a Navajo, and then I've got a Cherokee. So I think that this one here might be a Cherokee, and it's a nice stout cane on it, and growing rather slow, but not as quick as the other ones. But the Arapahos are growing real good, and the triple crown is growing real good. The other 2 are not. And then that right there, real small, is that's a raspberry plant, and it's just, I don't know if it's gonna make it or not. Raspberry plants are tougher than blackberry plants. I mean, tougher to grow, I should say. And then this right here is another crepe myrtle. Again, we got all these free from Tony. They were growing in this flower bed, and we dug them up and planted them. This is their 2nd year here in our backyard. So that's pretty much it, I think, for the backyard. And we got a few things going on in the front yard. I'll walk out there. Oh, I do have a few plants going here that I dug up, or the neighbors gave me, and I just stuck them in and grew them. I'll be honest with you, I don't know exactly what the name of some of them are. I have to figure that out. But there's another crepe myrtle there. And then this is a mum right here, and I got this last fall and just hung on to it, and I noticed it started turning green, and I cut all the dead out of it, and it is about to flower. You can see the different buds on this, but it's about to flower. That one's about to pop out right there, and there's a couple others over here that are about to pop out as well. But that's going to be neat to see this mum come back and flower. I'm going to plant some more flowers as well. I'm going to plant some. I took some seeds when I was up visiting my parents up in Pennsylvania. I'm going to plant those and see what those produce. Here's another crepe myrtle. Dug that up right off the fence. It was growing wild from the fence back there, and then here's just a single stalk crepe myrtle growing here. I think Joey and Sarah are going to get some of these. Alright, so let's go out to the front yard. Just do kind of a panorama of the backyard. there you have it. And that thing rolling around out there, it's either a rat or a dog. Sometimes I think they're one and the same. That's Tinkerbell. That's Tinkerbell right there. Sweet little dog. Sweet little Tink. Alright, let's go out.